lucky to get the districts.
Right.
I mean, something a little bit different tonight. I don't know if Mike Evans is resting his starters, resting his normal players a little bit, giving them a little bit of a rest. I mean, I think Tevin Bush underneath, his absence is certainly felt here.
Certainly
a big man to go underneath.
On the rebounding side, you know, he's definitely a body down low, and you know, grabs a lot of rebounds for you.
Indeed, and a lot of second chance points, and against a smaller Merion team, that would be a huge factor right now.
Definitely. You haven't seen a lot of Rasheed Johnson or Bernard Gordon or Malik Williams today, Tim.
Not at all. Rasheed Johnson's looking to check back into the game. And it looked like a carry. Ooh, close call. And a travel called by the close side referee. And Norristown will get the ball on a quick turnover. That is the 8th turnover here for Upper Merion in this game.
You know, they weren't committing a large amount of turnovers in the first half, Tim.
They weren't. And they weren't getting out on their fast break points. They only have 2 fast break points this whole game. That's something that's not Norristown's like. Norristown's known to be athletic and get out on the break when beat people with their athleticism.
Right.
This just hasn't happened. Aaron Webb shoots a jump shot from the corner and short. Hargrove with the ball underneath and up and in. Count it and a foul. No, Hargrove looking to go to the line to complete the 3-point play.
Good strong putback by Jaquan Hargrove.
Strong play. Need to see more of that.
You know, and I was talking to Jaquan today in class, you know, and he said it was going to be a fairly easy game against Upper Merion, something like practice. It doesn't look like that today.
Doesn't at all. I mean, only up by 4 points. And certainly the offense you're not used to seeing from Norristown. Norristown usually puts up around 60 points a game. And only at 34 at the 4th quarter. This is unusual. And same team and just miscommunication. And something that hasn't gone Norristown's way all night. This just hasn't been Norristown's night tonight. But they're hanging in there.
Definitely, which is very, very rare for Norristown ball.
And a foul on number 1, Rasheed Johnson. That was a close travel. I mean, with the refs tonight, that was a very close travel. And Aaron Webb almost got trapped in the corner. But a good take by Rasheed Johnson and good job getting to the foul line. First one is up and good for Rasheed Johnson. That was his first point since the first half. He now has 8.
Rasheed Johnson is 1 for 3 from the line.
He is, and Jaquan Hargrove is leading this team in points right now with 9. Rasheed Johnson right behind him with 8. Aaron Webb with 5. Samir Bey with 6. And Richard Bucknight and others complimenting.
Very, very aggressive defense by Norristown.
Very aggressive defense. Jump ball called there. And a technical foul called on number 13 of Upper Merion. And I think Norristown is getting into some of Upper Merion's heads a little bit right now.
Tyrese White getting very aggressive on the floor.
Very aggressive. Number 13 from Upper Merion obviously wasn't happy about the call. And just spoke his mind a little bit too much there.
Yeah, you know, that's something you really can't do. You cannot open your mouth at all in a moment like that.
The ref wasn't having it. And technical foul. That'll be 2 free throws for Norristown. Huge play. Let's get an opportunity for Norristown to go up 5 in this game. Tyrese White, first one is no good. Tyrese White just hasn't shot the ball well tonight.
Once again, those free throws, Tim, very crucial.
Very crucial. Ah, no good. That is unfortunate. Norristown just couldn't put simply put this. Couldn't put the ball in the rim.
Couldn't put the ball in the rim.
And that's the name of the game.
It's been the story of the whole game today, Tim.
Possession will go to Norristown. I don't know what. That's one thing this game hasn't been tonight is physical. This game hasn't been physical.
It hasn't been, and it's starting to heat up.
Been a very perimeter style game. Upper Merion is coming with that perimeter style of shooting the three, and they've done it. Norristown with the big style, with a mix and a fast break style, just haven't done it. Bucknight with an easy lay-in.
I think Richard Bucknight can be a very effective player, Tim.
And number 24 from Upper Merion snuck behind the Eagles defense, getting an easy 2 points.
Rushing to take the ball down. And
Aaron
Webb
and a foul.
Nice play by Aaron Webb.
That's simply what Norristown does. Upper Merion took him out on the break, and they went right back the other way.
Right, that's the fast-paced ball.
And that's what Norristown is, fast-paced.
It's look kind of a little easy for Norristown, didn't it, Tim?
A little too easy, and the 3-point play is completed by number 24, Aaron Webb.
And with 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter, Norristown leads 40-34. Came out strong in this fourth quarter, Tim.
That they have. I mean, it's been a very slow game so far. I mean, there hasn't been a lot of running, not very fast-paced, not used to the upbeat Norristown game you're used to. It's very slow, half-court oriented. Jump shot, no physical presences on either team, really. Jaquan Hargrove, the physical presence for Norristown, and
right.
The other star of Norristown's team, really, Malik Williams, hasn't seen the floor since the first quarter, so Norristown just hasn't been physical tonight, and maybe just getting some minutes for some other players.
Which must be very disappointing for Malik Williams. You know, like you said, he's one of the stars on the team, and he's expected to do big things in games like this. You know, but he's been on the bench since the first quarter.
Norristown ball has a great hustle on the full court press, causes Upper Merion to have another turnover. That is now 10 turnovers for Upper Merion, and Norristown was 6. Now, that's a stat you're used to hearing, is Norristown winning the turnover battle. They just simply get their hands in passing lanes and just tip balls around.
Upper Merion taking down the ball. Ooh.
Counter and a foul.
Nice play by number 24, Upper Merion, with the aggressive put up and the one.
Very aggressive play for Upper Merion. That now puts them back within 4, and this free throw here will put them within 3. A one-possession game with 5 minutes and 34 seconds left to go in this game. Upper Merion with 6 fouls, Norristown with 5. That is a stat worth knowing. One more foul, and Norristown will be shooting free throws until the end of the game. Three-pointer up and rimmed out for number 24, Aaron Webb.
Another rebound for Upper Merion.
Great move by Tyrese White to get around the defender that was looking for a charge.
Norristown seems to be playing their own ball today, right now, Tim.
Indeed. They're only up by 6, but anything can happen. And a jump ball called. Ball will go to Norristown. Great defense. Tyrese White to inbound the ball underneath. And a dangerous pass, but caught by Jaquan Hargrove over the three-point line. Johnson with the 3, and it's up and no good off the back of the rim. Ooh, and it looked
Great
to be a
defense by
charge.
Norristown.
Ball good in Norristown, though. Another turnover career by Norristown, and that's their 11th. They've caused 11 tonight. And the story of this game has really been the ability for Norristown to get the ball down low. I mean, some quick, easy layups, but nothing really too physical and hard-earned underneath. Most of them finesse jump shots.
You know, you hear coaches say it all the time, Tim. A basketball game is 4 quarters, not 2. And you know, in the first 2 quarters, Upper Merion it looked like they could win this game. You know, that kind of switched throughout the second half.
Right, with their shooting and their three-point shots,
Right.
kept them in the game, and they had the chance. They looked like they had the chance to win. And an easy turnover and an easy lay-in for Norristown. A great full-court defense, great full-court press. Rasheed Johnson with an easy 2. That's something you like to see if you're Norristown.
Right, and it looks like Norristown, you know, it's in cruise control right now, Tim.
Looks like they're starting to pull away a little bit. Norristown's now up by 8 points, leading this game 44-36. You're watching NEST TV. I'm Tim Sagowski alongside Prentice Amos with 4 minutes and 7 seconds left to go in this game. Norristown Eagles are beating the Upper Merion Vikings 44-36. And it's just been a very slow game so far. I mean, not very fast-paced. It's picking up here a little bit in the fourth quarter, but so far through this game, it's been very finesse.
Right.
That's what I like to say.
I mean, definitely hasn't been the type of pace of game that we would expect from Norristown, but it's getting the job done.
It's getting the job done, and that's all that really matters.
Seems like they're doing what they have to just to win the game.
They really come out with the fire they normally have in the beginning of the game.
Not at all.
When we called a game in the past, Aaron Webb came out shooting first 9 points of the game.
Right.
Those quick points and get the momentum rolling on your side and get the game moving the way you want it.
Right.
Is what changes the game, and no one really came out firing, and it just changed the whole game and swung it in Upper Merion's favor in the first half.
And you know, that hot hand in the first half to set the game off is usually held by Tyrese White. You know, setting off the tone with a 3, and Aaron Webb is still.
And an easy lay-in for Aaron Webb. Another turnover for Upper Merion, and Norristown's pulling away.
Great defense by Norristown, another turnover.
Tyrese White backing out and setting up the offense. A great look. Oh, just too far. Oh, and it's blocked. And Richard Bucknight with the rebound. Another chance for Norristown. Great hustle there by Norristown to get the ball.
Great plays by Norristown. You know, they're playing real great right now.
Very good plays. And it was a nice play by Jaquan Hargrove to keep the ball in bounds after he stole the ball.
Fancy. Ooh, if he passed.
And a turnover by Norristown. Oh, and another turnover by Upper Merion. It's been a turnover battle this whole game. And that was a 14th turnover for Upper Merion and the 8th by Norristown.
And 14 turnovers, Tim, is not going to win your ball game on any
Certainly
day.
not when you're the extreme underdog. And now, very quickly, Norristown's going up by 10 points here. And it looks to be just killing time off the clock right now. Playing a little bit of keep away. You know that good old game back when you're little? The game of keep away. Good times. And a foul. Thrown on Upper Merion. Rasheed Johnson will go to the line to shoot 2. That is the 7th foul on Upper Merion. That will put Norristown in the bonus, and they'll shoot a 1-on-1 from now on.
You know, leading the game by 10, you know, you just want to sink these free throws, you know.
Put it away.
Just put it away and assure that your free throws are solid throughout the season.
Get a little bit of work in.
Upper Merion switching it up a little bit.
I mean, Upper Merion has looked to keep Norristown on their heels the whole game until now. Norristown just turned it up and just put their full court press in the hand. It looks like they've finally woken up.
Definitely.
And then a rebound off the missed free throw by Tyrese White. Another chance for Norristown. And look down low. And Rasheed Johnson was wide open down low. Jaquan Harger just not looking his way.
Jaquan
And a
Harger.
foul on number 3, James Mobley. Jaquan Harger looking to make a move there.
Looking a little confused there, Tim.
I don't know how many times he's run the point or how many times he will run the point this year. He wanted to take that opportunity.
He won't have the ball at the point anymore.
Not at all.
Stay down low, big guy.
That's where he should be. Down low, keep that big body presence underneath. And now he'll shoot free throws. First one's up and good. That puts Jaquan Harger at 10 now. And you see that's his average, and he normally comes off the bench in these games, and he still puts up 10, 12 points, and that's his 11th right there. But in usual occasions when Tevin Bush is the starter, he's usually coming off the bench still putting up 12 points a game, which is a very nice thing to have off your bench.
Right. You always need that 6 man, to put up points for you, just in case one of your starters is slacking.
And a great contest there by Rasheed Johnson to make it a very difficult shot. And a rebound by Norristown. Time ticking away here with 1 minute and 35 seconds left to go in this game. Norristown is now up by a comfortable 13. And another foul, and Aaron Webb will go to the line.
And you can really tell that the offense has really picked it up with 3 players now in double digits in scoring.
Indeed. Norristown not seeing many of its key guys tonight. And one of their key guys now checks in the game from Bernard Gordon. Gordon's a very good player. He's only a sophomore, so we'll have him for another 2 more years.
Right.
But a very solid player for his age with great potential, and he's going to be a key player in this playoff run.
I'm excited to see the progress for Bernard Gordon over the next 2 years.
He's going to be one of the stars of this team.
He's definitely going to be one of the ones that carries this Norristown team.
And great hands there by, and a travel called by Aaron Webb. But great hands there on the defensive side by Rasheed Johnson. There's those football skills there coming into play.
Definitely.
And a foul. Number 24, Aaron Webb.
Iffy call, man. Iffy call.
Not much as an iffy call. It was just a careless error on Webb's part. I mean, you're up 15. You got a minute to go in the game. Let's go home, guys.
And you gotta kind of wonder what's the mentality of Malik Williams right now.
I think he'll be all right. I mean, he's got to work. Everyone goes through a rough stretch. Everyone great goes through a rough stretch.
Right.
So I'm not really too worried about it. He should be all right.
He can't be happy sitting on the bench since the first quarter though, Tim.
Well, it should be all right. As long as his team wins, that's all it should really matter.
Right.
Is if the team wins. And if the team wins, got to be happy about it.
Right. There's no INT.
A very good play there by Bernard Gordon. And Norristown just winding down the clock here. There's now 20 seconds left to go in this game.
Just playing keep away, Tim, as you said.
Keep away. And it looked to try to call a foul. But Norristown will let this game wind down here, as will Upper Merion. And that will conclude this one. Norristown defeats the Upper Merion Vikings 51-36 in a very, very slow-paced game.
Right.
Half-court offense. Upper Merion came out shooting in the first quarter, lights out. James Mobley shot 3-pointers like it was his job. He finished up with 13 points, and Norristown finished the game with a 15-point win.
Norristown definitely really picked it up very much in the second half, and they played their own game, Tim, and that's what was able for them to win this game today. They weren't playing their own game in this first half, and Upper Merion was just shooting lights out, and they were trying to play Upper Marion's game. They
Exactly.
didn't play their own game.
Exactly. Norristown just came out flat. There was no fire, there's no defense, no communication. But it all came together, like he said. There's 4 quarters of basketball, not 2. Thank God for that, or else Norristown wouldn't have came out with a victory. We'd like to thank you here for joining us here to watch the Norristown Eagles take on the Upper Merion Vikings. I'm Tim Segaski here with Prentice Amos. You watched NESD TV. Have a good night.